did you know? So thank you so much for joining us today. We're here for our VIP Christmas shopping event with Beyond Skin in Ireland. My name is Rebecca, and today I'm joined by Jenny. We both work as part of the sales and training team at Aesthetic Care, and obviously Jenny from the clinic. So I don't know if there's anything you want to say, Jenny, to start us off.
Just welcome everyone. It's great that we're able to support you while the clinic doors are closed. Our online doors are always open. And so events like this are great because it's a way of just sharing information and keeping connected. So yeah, thanks.
Definitely.
And we keep saying, if you've managed to make it to November without buying a NEWA, we don't know how you've managed it, because NEWA really has been the product of choice throughout this year, to be quite honest, starting back in March. And we've worked with NEWA for a very long time, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the technology and how it's associated with our in-clinic treatment, EndyMed. But just because the clinic doors are closed, your treatments don't have to stop. And there'll be many of you listening to this that might be in the middle of a treatment plan. You've been having EndyMed done within the clinic, and it's that panic time as to, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I don't want my skin to change. I still want my skin to look in tip-top condition. So NEWA is the perfect choice. You can enjoy using NEWA from the comfort of your own home and expect to see in-clinic results, which is fantastic. You can join us to take the challenge, and I know you're running your own challenge, Jenny, in relation to EndyMed as well, so we can talk about that more. But we do run a 30-day challenge with NEWA, which is fantastic because you can see some incredible results over those 30 days. So what happens to our skin as we age? And I think it's really important that we understand this. So from the age of 18, our skin collagen production decreases by about 1% per year. Scary thought, I know. By the time we get to 48, we've lost a huge 30% of collagen within our skin. So I'm guessing many of you can relate to this and what your skin might feel like now. So we start to see loss of firmness. The skin can become quite thin. The skin can look quite dull, quite grey as well. And we've also got to consider the changes that we see as women during the menopause, and that also plays a major factor. So if you think we've lost 30% of collagen by the time we get to 48, we actually lose a further 30% of collagen the first 5 years of the menopause. So roughly by the time we get to about 55, you could have expected to lose 60% of collagen in your skin.
Wow.
So quite a sobering thought. However, don't panic, because NEWA can stimulate 4% of collagen. So it's like turning back the clock 4 years, which is incredible. So natural aging also is increased by sun damage, pollution, smoking. So many of us now are in a position where we're working from home. We're spending lots of time in front of our screens, our laptops, and it's really impacting the way that our skin ages. So I'm not sure if anybody's aware of blue light and the impact of that on our skin, but blue light is actually as damaging to the skin as UVA. So the time that you spend in front of your laptop is still damaging your skin as you were outside. So again, really, really scary statistics about the damage that the screen can have on our skin as well. On top of that, we've got pollution and also external factors such as smoking, drinking too much alcohol. They all impact the way we age and the way our skin ages. And everybody will age differently depending on how they look after the skin, how we look after our bodies as well. So discover the NEWA way, boost collagen, tighten your skin and reduce wrinkles, all from the comfort of your own home. So I'm going to hand over to Jenny. She's our trainer who recently trained Beyond Skin in EndyMed, a fantastic device. So we will talk more about EndyMed. But Jenny, just give us an overview of NEWA and EndyMed and how they work.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, just thinking about what NEWA is actually going to treat, and also thinking about EndyMed as well, what that's going to treat in clinic. So if you're someone who you're starting to notice this loss of firmness to the skin and this laxity, and what this can often look like in the face is that the face shape starts to change. So where your cheeks once were perhaps sitting nice and high, they're perhaps starting to drop slightly, and you're starting to see that sunken cheek look. That can also then result in deeper lines from the nose to the mouth, and those jowls can start appearing at the corners as well. And we can start to lose that definition to the jawline as the skin drops and the skin on the neck becomes thinner as well. We also can treat lines and wrinkles, whether that be lines and wrinkles kind of at the crow's feet, the corner of the eyes, around the corners of the mouth and on the neck as well. NEWA and Endymed will also treat tired, neglected, dull skin. So you might be somebody who really wants to prevent premature aging. You want to maintain this youthful, glowing, radiant skin. You might be somebody who's got a really busy, hectic lifestyle, who's not getting enough sleep, and they really need a boost of that radiance and that glow to the skin. Or you might be somebody who actually is really concerned with aging and they need that rejuvenation, and we need to help resolve that in the skin. So NEWA and Endymed will both help with that. And the great thing about NEWA is that it's a great prep before you come back to clinic and have your treatments done. So at this time where we're at home, use your NEWA, get your skin prepped, get it ready for when the clinic doors open, and you can then begin to have your Endymed treatments. And then once that happens is you'll continue using the NEWA at home, because it will really help maintain the results as well. So how does it do it? So basically, NEWA is a radio frequency at home rejuvenation device, and it is the most advanced radio frequency device on the market. So it's actually made by the same company as Endymed, which is our professional treatment. And this means that it has the same 3D skin science technology. So this is a really advanced way of delivering radio frequency into the skin, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. But it means that we can achieve some amazing results, really comparable to our in-clinic treatments as well. So it works beautifully alongside the Endymed treatments, but also on its own, you will still see some amazing results as well. And by delivering this radio frequency into the skin, we are stimulating collagen production. We help stimulate cell renewal, and this is what's really going to help rejuvenate the skin, kickstart that rejuvenation of the skin to firm and tighten. There's no pain associated with it. It's actually a really comfortable treatment to perform. It just feels like nice and warm. It feels like a hot stone massage. There's absolutely no downtime with it as well. The skin is left with this instant glow, this instant radiance. It's just slightly like a nice rosy pink glow. And you get an instant lift as well. So it is proven to lift the skin instantly by 4.2 millimeters, which is amazing. So straight away after using it, you have this more contoured, sculpted look. But then long term, it's also proven to give these long lasting results by stimulating collagen, as Rebecca said, by almost 4% over 12 weeks. So we're really creating these physiological changes to the skin that are really long lasting.
I think as well, just touching on those points you've raised there, so it raises the cheek by 4.2 millimeters, stimulates 4% of collagen, but it also reduces wrinkles by 45%, which anybody that's listening today would take that straight away. And I think that's a really important point to get as such a...
And that's in just 4 weeks of using it. So, you know, in the next 30 days, the reduction in wrinkles by 45% if used at home correctly is amazing. So, just to touch on Endymed, so as we mentioned, at Beyond Skin, we also have the in-clinic treatment Endymed, and this is a really loved celebrity treatment. So Kim Kardashian is someone who's had it done, the Beckhams, both David and Victoria, younger celebrities such as Montana from Love Island, but it's also a treatment that is used before the Oscars, it's used before the catwalks for Victoria's Secret models. So it really is a loved celebrity treatment because of the way it gives you this instant tighten, but also these long-term results as well.
Yeah.
Should say, in terms of our local celebrities, I know you don't have the pictures obviously of our Northern Irish gals, but we have Pamela Ballantyne, who's a local broadcaster who's been coming for Endymed, loving her treatments. She has an amazing skin. And Orla McAllister, who's been doing her Endymed treatments and is now, when she's at home, has moved on to NEWA. So it's great that we have everyone from Kim Kardashian to Pamela Ballantyne to Orla. You know, it's really is for everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
And the lives that you've been doing, they're so good.
Yeah. So good. And that shows you as well the different types of skin types that have been using it, you know, from younger skins to maybe more mature skins as well. It is a treatment that is adaptable and suitable for everybody. So how does NEWA work? So as I said, both NEWA and Endymed feature this 3D skin science, and not to get too technical here, but this is a way for us to deliver radio frequency into the skin. And we deliver that radio frequency into the skin and it generates heat. And when we generate heat into the skin, deep into those dermal tissue, it stimulates collagen production. It stimulates the blood flow. It gets the cells active again. And this is what's really going to help to create that fresh collagen and tighten and lift the skin. So it does it just by warming up at the skin surface. Now, with our with our Endymed device, Endymed is a much more powerful device. The technology goes a little bit deeper into the skin as it is a professional, obviously, treatment. But with our NEWA, we are still able to get deep into the skin. So this will still penetrate up to 3 millimeters in the skin. So we are still able to get to that dermal tissue. So it is the most advanced at-home radiofrequency device on the market. There's no other device, a radiofrequency device, that has this same technology that is clinically proven and FDA approved. So it is really advanced way to treat the skin at home. And then when you want that boost and you need that in-clinic treatment, that's when you'd go for the EndyMed as well. And then, as you were saying, Jenny, you know, combining them together, you can get some amazing results. So the benefits, as we just mentioned there, so able to redefine the facial contours. You know, everybody wants this contoured look to their face. You know, do it with your NEWA, do it with it in a natural way. Rebuild that collagen, reduce the lines and wrinkles. It gives you this immediate glow. I love this. It just gives you this radiance. I use it if I'm going anywhere, I want my skin to look really lovely and glowy. I'll do it before my makeup because there's no downtime. My skin will instantly look healthier, and it's just so easy to do as well.
I think just one of the things around NEWA as well, obviously it's such a challenging time for everybody at the minute, and I think it's just some time for yourself, where it takes about half an hour to treat the face. As Jenny said, you can cover those pesky fine lines around your eye area, but it instantly gives you this illumination to the skin, which just, I think, makes you feel more confident as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love that you have that kind of option. When me and Fiona, my colleague, started using our NEWAs back in springtime, and we both were using it in quite different ways. So for me, I'm using mine in the evening. So after I get my daughter to bed, the house is quiet, I can sit and relax on the sofa, and I give myself a little pamper. And for me, that really works. I know next day I can wake up and my skin is going to look really good. For Fiona, she really liked to do hers in the morning because she really wanted that instant glow and lift, like you say, and then you put on your makeup, it looks really good. So I think I like that you have the both options. I think maybe if I had somewhere to go, I would do it before an event.
Yeah, exactly. When you can go places.
When I do have somewhere to go, I will. But I know Orla is finding the same thing. We're having a similar experience where when she gets her kids to bed, it's her me time, a little bit of a pamper. So I think at the moment people need that me time, don't they? So
you need something to make you feel good.
Absolutely. So
but I remember when yourself and Fiona started using the NEWA as well. So back in March, was it? And you got some amazing results yourselves at home, didn't you? I remember coming on to Zoom and you'd both be absolutely glowing.
There's a picture, I think, of me where I've done one side and you can see that lift on this one side through the 4 millimeter, and it's really recognizable. For Fiona, she had a line here, which there was nothing much she could do clinic wise, but she was able to remove that line that was annoying her in her forehead.
Amazing.
Wow.
You know, those real results that we got. So
fab. So this chap that you can see on the screen, this is Chris Inglefield. So he is a plastic surgeon at London Bridge Plastic Surgery. So he has EndyMed in his clinic. He was the first clinic in the UK to have EndyMed, and it's one of his most popular treatments. But he also recommends alongside it NEWA. So for his patients that are having treatments, he'd always recommend to use NEWA at home alongside those treatments, because he knows that it is really going to help to boost the results. So as he says there, I'm confident that you won't get a more effective skin tighten treatment outside of an aesthetic clinic, and that's something truly exciting. We agree, Chris. So treatment areas. So as I said, it is really easy to do. When you actually get the device, it comes with a list of how to use it. There's also an app, and I'll talk you through that in a second. But what you would work on is 3 areas of the face. So the first area is the upper cheek. So I always come as close up to the top of the cheekbone and the eye bone, and come right up to the temple. So I'm capturing those pesky crow's feet at the corner of the eye. That will take 4 minutes. Then you would do the next area, which is the lower cheek, and always make sure you're coming right to the corners of the mouth as well to help tighten here and tighten at the jowls. And then the third area is under the jawline and under the chin and at the top of the neck. That's another area that takes 4 minutes. So to do both sides of the face and all those 3 areas, it will take you around 30 minutes. It's very, very easy, and the device is very clever. So what will happen is when you start to do the treatment, we were going to put gel on here, and then you click the button on the front and it will start flashing. it has a sensor in it, so it knows when the skin has got to the correct temperature. And once you've got to the correct temperature, it will turn green, and then it will time for 4 minutes. So you literally don't have to even think about it. The little device does it itself. And then when you finish the 4 minutes, it kind of just vibrates. It lets you know you've finished that pass and you move on to the next area. So it couldn't be any easier, really. You can add in additional areas if you wanted to add in, as you were saying, Fiona did the forehead. I had some that were using it on the back of the hands even. So yeah.
Yeah, but
I love, for me, that the fact that it's idiot proof is great, because you really do not have to think about it. And once you get into the rhythm, you can just sit and watch the telly, whatever. Oh, done that section.
Yeah, and before you know it, it's done, isn't it? It's finished.
Yeah.
So in your in the box when it comes, you get obviously the device. You also get the lifting and firming gel. So this gel is used to help help to conduct the energy, but also this gel is very hydrating and very firming. When you take it off, the skin is left feeling really plump and firm, and that's also to do with the gel. So you must make sure you're using this gel with it. As I say, you're going to pop it across the top of the little electrodes there, and each area you might just have to add a little bit more gel on. Now, in the first month, we're recommending to use it 3 to 5 times a week. So those first 30 days is when you're really going to make that big impact and that big surge of collagen stimulation. And then after the first month, you can then start to use it maybe just 2 to 3 times a week, so you can reduce it down.
Yeah. Do you know, we're just thinking, Jenny, is it worth just mentioning about the app as well? Because the app is such a great tool, isn't it, to support you with your NEWA?
Yeah, so I was just going to say, actually, so as I said, it comes with, you also get the little little travel bag with it as well, but there is also an app that comes with it. So you would download the NEWA app, you then scan your box to upload it onto the NEWA app, and on the app, not only does it tell you how to use it, some tips and some frequently asked questions, it also will set a reminder for you to do your treatment, so you can program it in for maybe 3 nights a week. But it tracks your collagen. So I love this. So every time you do the treatment, you mark it off, and it will tell you how much collagen that treatment has stimulated. So we were laughing, but last time we were all using it, we were in competition of who could actually stimulate the most collagen the quickest. But it's just a really useful tool to help you keep on track and remind you to keep doing it as well.
I mean, we probably should have been tracking how many steps we'd done, but actually we were tracking how much collagen we'd stimulated.
And you know what as well, make sure you take a photograph before you start using it, because obviously doing something every day, the results are gradual, and you're seeing your face every day. So, you know, we're really confident with that you're going to get a nice result. So take that picture beforehand and then take one after as well.
This video probably repeats a little bit of what we've said, but I'll just play it for a little bit, because it is good just to kind of see the device and how it glides over.
Oh, it's not playing very well, Rebecca.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's a bit jump. We have that video up on our website, on our social media, actually.
Yeah.
So I can send that link. It's a brilliant video.
Yeah,
and it's basically repeating what we've just said, really, isn't it? Anyway, so
it's just a recap on how to use it. So if you've got that up on your website, you can head over to see that as well.
So these are just some before and afters. So this is obviously before and then after 28 days use. So you can see not only has it helped with the kind of clarity of the skin, it looks healthier, it looks more plump. But if we look along the jawline, you'll see how much tighter it looks along the jawline. Those lines around the mouth are much softer. The quality of the skin is a lot better if you look at her cheeks. And also the lines on the neck, her skin looks tighter, it looks smoother on the neck area as well, which is amazing.
Yeah, she just looks so much better, doesn't she? Lifted the paws as well. It's great.
And this is just showing you how it will help with those lines and wrinkles around the eye. So as I said, making sure when you do your treatment, you bring it right up to the top of the cheekbone and the temple. And again, after 28 days, a real reduction in those fine lines, really helping to tighten up the skin in that area as well. And that's where I really see a difference when I'm using it.
Yeah, me too. Whenever I start using my NEWA, instantly these lines around my eyes go. That's the first step that I see an improvement.
The eyes are such a tricky area to treat, and people ask us in clinic all the time about eyes because that skin around your eyes is so delicate, and it is so tricky to do things. So it's so great to have something that you know is going to work for that area, because it is an area of concern for so many people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's, do you know what it is as well with NEWA, with Endimed, it's a natural response for the skin. It's not, we're not doing injectables there or anything like that. This is creating your skin's own natural response, so it will just make the skin healthier and in better condition. And then if you decide that, you know, actually along the line you do decide to go down the injectable route, it's going to look better because you've got your skin in such better quality. So this is a great one. After 60 days, you can see there how it's really tightened up on the jawline, again soften the lines around the mouth and just help the skin look healthier and more plump as well.
We speak to loads of people, don't we, Jenny, who they want results on the skin, but they don't always want to go down the injectable route as well. We hear so many women say that to us. So this is where Endimed in clinic with NEWA at home really kind of delivers on that lift, and that they want to go like this to lift and tighten the skin.
And again, this lady after 60 days, I always love this one because you can really see how it's, you know, helped the condition of her skin. Again, soften those lines around the mouth, around the eye area, contoured that jawline area as well.
Yes, that's really
and her cheek just looks so much more plump.
Oh, I skipped 2 slides, sorry. So yes, so NEWA has featured, I mean, obviously we've worked with NEWA for a long time, but it's really ramped up since probably the early springtime. But NEWA's featured in Cosmopolitan, Bazaar, lots of the leading magazines, and we've got loads of influencers, as Jenny's just been saying, on board with NEWA. So lots of coverage on social media. It's really ramped up as well, which has been fantastic. We're running a special offer, and again, if you've managed not to see this on Jenny's social media, I don't know how you managed not to, but the NEWA is now beautifully gift wrapped for Christmas. So if you've been thinking, do you know what, this is what I want this Christmas, then you can tag your Santa, ask a loved one to get this for you, or simply treat yourself, which I think is great. Jenny, you've got the box there, haven't you? But it just looks so lovely.
Imagine the browning points the husbands will get if they order this for the wives this Christmas, you know. Yes, it looks lovely, doesn't it? It does look really nice.
It looks so nice. And then the normal price of the NEWA would be $349.50. But shopping through the clinic, you save £50, bringing it down to $299, which is incredible. Jenny, we were saying earlier as well, over on the website, once you click on the link to purchase, you can also pay using Klarna, which is quite good for customers as well. They want to spread the payment over 3 equal instalments. It just helps a little bit.
Yeah.
But then we want to talk about the ultimate skin tightening package that Beyond Skin are offering. So this is where you can combine Endimed in clinic, because you're set to reopen. Is it next week, Jenny? Next Saturday?
We're hoping, next Saturday we'll see. I mean, we await further instruction, but we are planning to be open on Saturday. So let's keep our fingers crossed. We just don't know what's around the corner. I mean, I think the package that we've got here, combining the NEWA and the Endimed, is absolutely a fantastic package. Even if it does take a couple of extra weeks before clients can start their Endimed treatments, it will do no harm to have been using the NEWA for those couple of extra weeks beforehand to get the skin really ready anyway.
Definitely. And I think if you're the type of client that perhaps hasn't been having any sort of rejuvenating treatments before, I would actually say the best thing to do is start with NEWA, because it's like kick-starting the engine in the skin. You kick-start it, then when you come into clinic to have the more powerful Endimed treatment, your skin is already activated, so the Endimed doesn't have to work as hard because we've already kick-started that rejuvenation, and you will then get even better results. So as I said, the Endimed is the professional radiofrequency device. It has this unique and patented technology to deliver clinically proven results, and we get some outstanding results with our Endimed. So what you would be doing is combining Endimed treatments with your NEWA. So if you were having tighten, there would be 6 Endimed treatments that you'd come to clinic for, and it would take around 8 weeks to do that. But in the meantime, you would also be using your NEWA. So on any days that you weren't having your Endimed treatment, you can use your NEWA at home as well. And we can, obviously you would discuss with the clinic and decide, is it the cheeks and the neck that you really want to focus on? Are you somebody who really mainly wants to focus on the jawline area, or is it perhaps the eye area? And we've also got those options of working on texture of the skin as well. So it is really about finding out what is your main concern with the skin and how we can create that package for you. And as it says, they're easily maintained, so the results that you achieve, you're going to be able to maintain them using your NEWA at home, and then simply visiting the clinic every 3 months then to get your top-up treatments.
And Endimed is one of those treatments, once you've had a course of Endimed, you do want to go, if you've got a special occasion or a wedding, or you're going on your holidays, you want to go in for that one-off top-up treatment to kickstart that lift as well, and continue to use your NEWA at home, which is great.
Definitely.
So take the next steps to NEWA skin. So Jenny, do you want to just talk a little bit about what the plan is here? So are you arranging consultations online? Is that the perfect plan for everybody who's listening, who's thinking, am I better to go for the combined EndyMed and NEWA, or if I'd just like to get the NEWA, what's the best approach?
Absolutely. We are at the moment doing online video consultations. We have done some online on social media with some of our influencer friends. That's not a normal consultation. Usually they're private. It would be a private one-on-one consultation, and where people can ask all the questions that they have, and we can get the best plan together. And there are two options for anybody that does want to go ahead and purchase the NEWA. As you've already said there, you can save £50 by buying online directly through the link. That's easy to do. If you want to get a free NEWA, you'll get one whenever you purchase your course of 2 or more areas for your EndyMed. So it's thinking about what the best way to do is, but absolutely a consultation is the best way to have those questions answered.
That's so good.
That's an amazing deal. Yeah, that's a really good deal. Yeah,
I feel like at the moment this is what people need, is a little bit of support. And we understand that people need to do things at home, but we're saying, do you know what, the clinic will be open, the treatments will be happening, so let's prepare for that, and I think that's the best way to do it.
And the NEWA will be delivered direct to your door, so there's no need for anybody to come to clinic. They can have an online consultation and the NEWA will be delivered direct to them, which is brilliant.
Absolutely.
So as it says, start your skin journey. It is the best time to come on board. We've had such a challenging year. It is now time to think, right, I need to treat myself. Let's get our skin in tip-top shape for Christmas and the start of the new year as well.
Definitely.
So audios today, we've already covered this, but Jenny will go through it in more details during the consultation, but you can head over using the link and the clinic code, which you will take them through on the consultation time.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're really keen to talk to anybody that does have more questions. And there's plenty going on social media. As we talked about earlier, our friend Orla McAllister, who was having the EndyMed treatments, is now in the middle of her 30-day challenge with NEWA. So she's been posting a lot to her channel. Last Sunday we did a facial, the pair of us together. We'll be doing the same thing again this week on Sunday evening, just to show people how easy it is to use. But there's lots going on our social channels that you can follow, and usually we'll answer most questions with those sessions, but there might be something that people want to know more personal. That's what we do.
Yeah,
no, that's fantastic. So thank you everybody so much for joining. I really hope you've enjoyed it and find it informative. I'm sure but there'll be more of these to come, so if you've missed out on this one, I think we've just got to
get in touch. We can definitely set up a consultation for you if you have any questions, or if you need a one-on-one session on how to use. We're doing that for anybody that once they've bought their NEWA and it has arrived at their door, they can get a personal one-on-one with me, and I'll take you through how to do your own facial or how to look after the areas that you want to treat, so we can give you some tips on that.
Oh, that's just amazing. Such amazing service that you said to support everybody. So thank you so much for coming. Jenny, you will be in contact with anybody that's joined us today to follow up.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Jenny. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.